a nextcloud container. I'll be putting it on my QNAP NAS. So first of all, QNAP has, even though there's many applications in the App Center, there's also Container Station, which can deploy, there's many different containers. There's millions of containers out there, so there's a lot that you can do if you know how to deploy containers. Now I could have just done this in Google. I just need to find the Docker Hub. I need to find it in Docker Hub because this has some default YAML code, which I'm going to use as a starting point. Well, I don't like how that pasted in here, so I'll just put this straight into my container station. I'll shut this, application, create. Now I'll have to make a few changes. Just a random string of letters for a password. So what this is you've got the database, MariaDB, and that's connected to a nextcloud container. So the nextcloud container will use the database container. And in the YAML they provided, they didn't put the passwords. You have to put some kind of password. Now another change I will have to do is, as you see port 8080, I'm already using it on my QNAP NAS. So I will have to change this to something. So how about, and so internally, the nextcloud container will use internal port 80, but I can take almost any external port and map it to port 80. It just has to be a port that's not being used by anything else. And so at this point, this is something that should now work. However, this is using an internal volume. So there's just, see this horizontal and then a volume name, there's no slash. I would rather use a NAS folder as the volume for nextcloud, and that way I can run snapshots in my folder. That way if I later delete the container, I'm not nearly as likely to delete my data. There's a number of reasons why I prefer a folder. So I will just need to get a folder path. So I've SSH'd into my NAS, and here, let me go. So first of all, everything will be in the share. And I've got to put a slash here. So slash stands for root. Now, if you just put slash and nothing else, it would write to the system directory, which is bad for the NAS. You don't want to write to the system directory. Also, if I were to spell share wrong, like let's say I spelled it S-H-A-I-R, it would then look for an SHAIR folder in root, not find it, and just make it, and then it would write that folder into my system directory, which would be bad for my NAS. But I've got share correctly because I took it from my I took it from here, and now cd space, and now I can see my folders inside share, and I want to use my nextcloud share folder. So I have a folder called nextcloud. So slash for system directory, which you don't want to write to, but then share, and then in share I have a ZFS number, and then I have my share folder nextcloud. I'm gonna do one more thing. I'm gonna write just like that. And the reason I'm doing that, I'm putting a folder inside my share folder because on my QNAP NAS, there's the ability to access snapshots from file station. So there's a snapshot folder, and I found it tried to write to the snapshot folder, had an error. So I'm just putting a folder inside my nextcloud folder. And so now I've got, nextcloud database, my MariaDB database, the password I specified, the port I changed it to, the folder I changed to. Now the next thing I want to do is just add DNS. This may or may not be necessary for you. But where I am, I find it works better to specify the DNS. I don't think it's necessary to do it for the MariaDB, but I don't think it'll hurt, so here goes. So now I think I have everything I need. Well, let's see if I did everything right. And here it goes. So I'll make a user. I should choose something more secure, but I plan on deleting this container anyway. Install. So while I'm waiting for that, I go to storage and snapshots. Just show where I can take snapshots of my share folder. So I'm taking snapshots hourly, and I could up this if I want, but 48 hourly snapshots, 14 daily snapshots, 6 weekly snapshots, 6 monthly snapshots. So you can take snapshots every hour, but if you're going back 30 days, you probably don't care the difference between 30 days and 1 hour versus 30 days and 2 hours. So I don't think you need hourly snapshots going all the way back for months, but hourly snapshots for a while, daily, weekly, monthly. I think it's a great setup. And here I click install recommended apps. And so this can do things like it can open and edit documents. You can share documents to let other people edit. And it means even if your whatever you have to open it from doesn't have the app to open it, it's actually being opened by nextcloud itself. It has an app to back up your phone. It can back up photos, videos. It can back up, there's an app for your PC or Mac. It can just automatically back up your files, sync them. It's a pretty cool app, and you can even make calls and text people in your nextcloud network. And besides that, there should be a way to have one nextcloud container sync or back up to another nextcloud container through, I think it's P2P. So there's a lot of cool things that this can do. And so I just wanted to make a video on how to deploy that, and I'm running this on my QNAP NAS. And I'll delete this when I'm done, because this is my second instance of it. I'm already running it. I really don't need 2 versions of it, but I just wanted to show how this is done. And so just to show some of the default photos, like here I could click share, create a public share link. And so there's just different cool things you can do. You can share photos, videos, shared documents, let them be edited. And so, yeah, thank you very much for